Hello, hello, hello. This is Linda Gould and tagging myself. This is my 76th Facebook Live video. I'm doing a 100 video challenge and I'm almost there. And I'm thanking you. Hey Barb, how you doing? It's my sister. I'm here and I'm just doing I'm sorry I'm late. Later than usual. Hi David, how are you? It's so good to see you. How is Florida? Barbie, it's snowing out here. So I just thought I'd enjoy the snow and come and do a Facebook Live and talk about it. We missed the snow that Chicago got and Racine and the areas down there. So hopefully we don't get as much, but it's nice to see the snow falling down, coming down. Anyway, I'm doing my 76th video and I'm actually doing it on my mini iPad. First time I've ever done that. So I'm hoping it doesn't fall from where I have it propped up. But if it does, it does. We laugh about it, right? That's what we do. And you know what? I also had, can you hear me okay? Because I have a mic that I think I have plugged in. So can you hear me? Where'd it go? Anyway, I'm hoping you can hear me. And there we go. And let me go on. Today I want to talk about symptoms of stress and what you need to know about it. I was reading an article and it really dawned on me that these symptoms that I'm going to talk about are related to stress. And what made me think about it is my daughter. Of course, you know, she's my number one thought because she flies around more than anyone I've ever met, right? Almost. And today she just came back from Dubai. And she's maybe leaving to London tomorrow. I'm not sure. But it's enough to cause a mom a little bit of stress, right? Hi Jeff, how are you? It's nice to see you. And I would appreciate your comments and your thoughts about this topic today. And let me know if you agree and what you've done to avoid the stress that you may or may not have, or if you have it in the future. Remember what I'm talking about today, because this could save you thousands and thousands of dollars, and you'll see why as I go on, because you know, doctors will not tell you this right off the bat. They'll try and go every other way, give you all kinds of pills, and then, well, let's continue, okay? I took notes so I don't forget, right? So many physical reactions are due to stress, right? So even to the point of being painful. So if you're experiencing what you might like a chest hurting and it's really painful and you think, oh, I'm having a heart attack, it could be because you're under a lot of stress. And so take notes when you come to that, because when you do go to the doctor, and I'm not saying not to go to the doctor, I'm saying notice these things, because if it continually happens and you're stressed all the time and you're feeling like your heart is hurting, you may be having a heart attack, well, it could also be because of stress, right? Another symptom of stress is your stomach. Their stomach discomfort, right? And what I mean by that is me. Me is my example. I told you my story that I had surgery on my stomach, on my what is that called? I forgot. They said I had diverticulitis. My stomach was always hurting. At the end of the day, I would look like I was pregnant. No, not gonna happen. But I would feel, and I would tell the doctor, I don't understand why in the evening I feel this bloatiness. I'm feeling my stomach is so puffy. And it could be, and they never told me this until I just discovered it, that it was stress. I remember I told you I was out, I moved from my environment. I moved from Chicago to a neighbor to Wisconsin, and I didn't know anyone, and my kids were in a new school, and I was in a new house, and I was away from my family, and the story went on and on and on. And I'm trying to stay cool and calm about the whole ordeal, but my body was reacting. And if you feel that discomfort, if you feel that bloatiness, think about it. Are you under stress? Are you going through some kind of issues? Maybe it could be money issue, it could be job related, it could, there's all kinds of forms of stress, right? So that was my example with my stomach. And so what that is, that stomach, when the stomach is acting up like that, it could be that, and I know for me, that it was anxiety. I had a lot of anxiety because I was in this new environment, right? So, so the notes that I was taking, it says the reason that your stomach gets bloated like this, it's because there's a dysfunction of the mood stabilizing hormones called serotonin. Serotonin is usually linked to the brain, right? But in reality, 90 to 95% of serotonin is in your stomach, which is why it's acting up. It's also known, the serotonin and your stomach, relations like this, it's also known as, your stomach is known as the second brain. It's telling you something. So listen up on that, okay? And so, the other, 5% is in the brain, but most people notice that, don't notice, they think about the brain, but it's really the stomach that's where the serotonin is. So we talked about the chest pains, right? That was another common symptoms of stress and panic. So, if you have that racing heart, dizziness, and increased breathing, hurts right there, that could be this chest pain that is caused by the stress, okay? Which by the way, those are the same symptoms you have if you're about to have a heart attack. What? That heart attack is pretty serious stuff. So you don't want to take any chances. If you're having those kind of symptoms, you might want to call a doctor. But also let them know that you're experiencing stress because they're going to go and cut your heart out otherwise. Give you a bypass or something when it could have been some kind of supplements. So by the way, all of this stress related issues and panic attack, if you're taking the right supplements, could be a way to avoid issues. A lot of people have told me how calm I am, or they see me as, and I've told you about that. I take, I've been taking vitamins since, I don't know, back in 1987, when my mom and dad they had a closet full of pills that the doctors prescribed for this or that, and blindly they went and took it because the doctor said to take it. And I always knew. Oh, I got this book called The Vitamin Bible by, I forgot his first name, but Mendel, I seem to remember. And I carried that book around just like everyone else that carries a regular Bible back in the day. So I learned a lot about vitamins and supplements at that time, but now I'm even learning more. And I've told you that any kind of vitamin or supplement to me back then used to be better than nothing. That is no longer true because the vitamins that they make now, supplements, it sits in your stomach, and guess what? Stress, right? They sit in your stomach, and whatever the side effects that they give you, or they put into these vitamins, are no longer. They take away the actual vitamin A, vitamin C, and so you want to make sure you have the right vitamin supplements, right? And guess what? I have that. And ask me how you can get information, and I'll let you know about that, okay? Well, after the chest pains, other symptoms of stress is muscle tensions. Do you feel achiness right here in your arms? Another sign of a heart attack would be in your left arm. But if it's in your right arm, like my mom had, that is really serious. So don't wait, get to the hospital right away. But muscle tension is another sign of stress. And you feel that the muscles are getting tighter and tighter, right? So yoga, by the way, is another recommended stress reliever when you have those muscle tensions. So, take note. It's just little simple things. You think, oh, it's just stress. No, stress is very serious. And you want to make note of these symptoms that you may have. Okay, another symptom is fatigue. If you're always tired, if you're taking, supplements from the store, if you're tired, note, are you also stressed? Is there something going on in your life that may be making you feel tired? In my case, it would probably be, my daughter traveling from here to there. I could feel very tired. It could be a sign that, you're getting sick. And that sickness is also another symptom of stress. So if you're always sick, and remember me when my voice, the doctor said I had bronchitis and asthma, that I believe was all stress. I was traveling here and traveling there, and I just started my new business, and I wasn't sure what to do, but I knew what I was loving, so everything was going bam, bam, bam. So what's going on with that is that stress, and I was learning how to deal with that. So you need to stop back and take note of that and take a break and, just have a me day once in a while and enjoy that. Do you have sweaty palms or sweatiness or hot flashes? That could be another form of stress, right? Keep looking up because that's where the dot is. So if I'm looking up, let me know. Because I told you this new way of videoing my Facebook Lives, and I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be looking exactly. So I'm looking right here. Okay, I'll look right there. Okay. I have these notes here. Excessive sweatings. Take a few deep breaths. And when you feel that you have that sweaty attack, that hot flash, or sweaty palms, and breathe in so that your heart and your mind can relax. Okay. So, what are my other things? Do you have headaches, tension headaches? My husband, comes home, and I thought it was because of coffee. If he drank too much caffeine, he'd have these tension headaches. But that could be a sign of stress. I need to talk to him about this in the morning. So, so it's like a band between the two temples, right? It's pretty terrible. My brother had migraine headaches, and could that have been from stress? I'll need to talk to him as well. Grinding teeth. Do you grind your teeth when you're sleeping? You have little contraptions that they put in your mouth because you're clenching. That could be a sign of stress. Hi, Angie. Thanks for joining me. And Bill, thanks for joining me as well. I'm just going along. We're talking about stress and signs that you need to know about, right? So when you're grinding your teeth and you're clenching, do some mindful exercises or set aside some time for yourself and relax and do them daily and just see if you can just calm yourself down, right? Rashes. Do you get rashes? A lot of people think it's eczema, and even doctors might have even prescribed it as eczema. But notice when you get these attacks of rashes, they kind of like bumps on your skin and several different parts of your body. Are you thinking about something? Are you nervous? Are you having thoughts that are causing stress? And it's showing in your body. You know, I know some people who think that they have eczema, but they're really high. They're in a position that they're so stressed that these rashes come out because, and you may be like that too. So shingles is another sign of they're like rashes. I know a family member who, when she was younger, got these shingles, and if she didn't get rid of them within like 6 months, they said she'd have it for life. And what was going on? She was in college, and you know, she's got a master's degree. I'm very proud of her now, but you know, she was all over. It was all over her, and she, you know, what happens? You become more stressed. And so what's going on is the shingles is a virus that causes chicken pox, right? And when your immune system is weak, it actually produces the shingles. So you need to be cognitive of that as well. You know, that the immune system, when you're weak, it does also cause other things like frequent sicknesses. And I was telling you, the signs are bronchitis and asthma and whatnot like that. So be wary of that. You know, don't go to the pharmacy for bronchitis. Take a vitamin, take a supplement. These are things that you should start taking on a regular basis, and take the right ones. So that is my main takeaways. Keep your stress down, take supplements, and contact me for more information on what supplements you should be taking. So with that, Denise, hi Denise, how are you? Thanks for joining me. Angie, this is my 76th Facebook video, and my name is Linda Gould. I'm almost at 100 days. I'm thanking you for joining me. I hope you have a great evening, and I will see you tomorrow, okay? Thank you. God bless. And what do we always say? Our affirmations. Always say affirmations. Not only are those affirmations good for other people, the blessings come back to you, but it also has control over stress. You know, you stay calmer, you have that can-do attitude, and the stress is actually relieved. So let's say everything we think, everything we say, everything we do is for my family, my friends, and you. Bless others, and those blessings will come back to you. Have a great day. God bless. Thank you. Bye-bye.